Everybody, it is your travel agent, David, and today we're going to be staying at the Sydney Harbour Hotel. This hotel is located in the Rocks. It is a perfect location if you're going on a cruise because right on the other side of that building is the cruise terminal. Now, this building was built in 1924. It was originally a warehouse for Harrington's Limited, which produced photographic equipment. And if you remember Hurley from the Antarctic expedition, he used some of Harrington's equipment. Over the years, it's changed from Harrington's. It was a Holiday Inn, and now it's the Sydney Harbour Hotel. It is considered a 4-star boutique hotel. I'm only going to give it 4 stars because of its location, but let's go check it out. So let's talk about location first. Well, the Rocks is the oldest community in Sydney. It was the first one to be built. It was built by prisoners. Australia started off as a prison community, right? On the other side of this building is the cruise terminal, but right across from that is Circular Quay, where Sydney Opera House is at, and the Royal Botanical Gardens. You are also a short walk from the Harbour Bridge as well. So if you like watching NCIS Sydney, their headquarters is just around the corner as well. So behind me is a bar. It's open until 9. Last orders are at 8:30. It's a very nice open space. There's plenty of places to sit down. When you do want to go to your room, you will have to badge up to go in. And one thing that's good about this hotel is when you're traveling, trying to find a local laundry is sometimes challenging. This hotel has one for guests to use. It's $8 for a wash and dry. It is open from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Another cool feature is that laundry detergent is provided. Our next stop is going to be the roof. They have a pool up there, and apparently there's some good views of the Opera House and the bridge, so we'll see. Well, when there's not a cruise ship there, that'd be a great view of the Opera House. So I'll probably come back up here at night to get the city. The city is so beautiful at night. Let's go check out the pool. Definitely photo opportunities up here, but you'll get a good look at the Rocks. The Rocks will go all the way back over there to the skyscrapers. A lot of restaurants and bars and boutique shops are here in the Rocks now. It's been repurposed very well. The skyscrapers and Queen Victoria, that area is called the CBD, or Central Business District. Over here is Circular Quay, where you have all the ferries and stuff, and then you got the Opera House and the Royal Botanical Gardens are back behind there. There are people climbing the Harbour Bridge. I wanted to do it, and so I saw that it was almost like $450 to go do that. So yeah, I don't need to climb it that bad. But if you got $450 to blow, you might want to do it over there. Now here's an interesting fact. I learned this on a haunted ghost tour that we took here at the Rocks. So back behind me is some pylons for the bridge. Well, apparently there were some workers that fell in there and they didn't have a rope long enough to get them out. So instead of going and finding another rope somewhere or putting a couple ropes together, they threw some food down there, told them they were working on a plan to get them out. Well, the food ended up being poisoned, they died, and then they got filled in with concrete. So the Rocks has a storied past. I heard it's to die for. Now going back to location, you see these tents right back here? This is all a market that's open on Saturdays and Sundays. So you can come out here and find some local produce, some local goods and wares, some souvenirs, all 10 steps from the front door. Last thing to talk about is Playfair. So Playfair is a restaurant inside of the hotel. Breakfast there is $35 unless you book it through the hotel, and then it becomes $28. So if you're looking for somewhere to get breakfast, there's an opportunity, but there's plenty of places outside on George Street and around the corner. Welcome to the room. So when you come in, you have 2 nightstands with drawers in them, a king size bed. You've got a chair over here in the corner that our bags are tied up on. You do have a nice desk, and it has a multiple plug converter, if you will, over here. They do require the Aussie power, so 110 won't work in here. You have to have the adapter. Then you do have the TV, which is right here. And then underneath of it, you have your teas and a mini fridge. So if you want some teas or got some stuff you want to keep cool, there you go. Now, you got a couple drawers under here. You got 4 drawers. Behind door number 1 and 2, you have your closet. So you got a few hangers in here. You got your iron board, hair dryer, flashlight, and you have a full-size safe. Then you come into the bathroom. Bathroom's pretty standard. It is a single vanity sink. It's got some good counter space to it. You got your products up here. You got a couple glasses. The shower, well, it's just basically a normal tub shower combo, nothing fancy. You do have controls for the shower, controls for the tub right there. So a little dated, but it's clean. And after a 11-hour flight, it's going to be cozy no matter how much it is. So it's dark outside. I'll show you the view in the morning. Now the view in this room, it's okay until you look down. And that looks like a homeless encampment, but it's not. It's just whatever's back there is being wrapped up in tarps. But you do have a nice view of the skyline. Well, it's nighttime, so let's check out the scenery from up here. That completes our time here at the Sydney Harbour Hotel. If you have any questions about it, let me know and put in the comments if you have any needs about Sydney. And make sure you check out my Sydney playlist so you can see the other hotel and everything there is to do here in Sydney.